I've had a lot of people ask about this, so today I'd like to give you all a behind-the-scenes look at my process and what goes into making a Polar Warrior video. What started out as a weekend hobby has turned into the largest video support community of its kind, and this didn't happen overnight. New bipolar-related channels pop up every day on YouTube. Many of us get manic, start a channel, and then have a hard time sticking with it. I've had many times myself where I didn't know if I could keep doing this. It hasn't been easy by any means, but at this point I couldn't imagine doing anything else. So the first thing, of course, is coming up with a topic to discuss. Many of the things that I talk about on this channel correspond to what's actually going on in my own life. Speaking from personal experience is very powerful, and it helps others to not feel so alone. Now, I haven't mastered the techniques I talk about on this channel by any means. I'm still working on all of this stuff myself. Other times, topics come from suggestions, comments, or inspired by something I came across while doing research. Once I've decided on a topic, the fun begins. I spend a lot of time researching what I talk about. I don't just pull this stuff out of my you-know-what. I compile information from multiple professional sources to make sure I don't miss something important. It's very similar to writing a research paper. Speaking of writing, did you know that all of my videos are scripted? I don't just turn on the camera and start talking. God, it would be so much easier if I did that, but the quality of information just wouldn't be the same. Every single word comes from a script that I meticulously wrote. To give you an idea, a 15-minute video requires about 5 pages of written script. Each video is literally like writing a 5-page research paper, and it can be very hard to do this when I'm not well. This is partially why I don't have new videos every single week. It can take me 2 to 3 days or more just to research and write a single video script. Even this video that you're watching right now is scripted. I obviously don't use a teleprompter or computer to do this because it takes away from that natural feel. I actually use a proprietary method that I came up with, and it's kind of a trade secret for me. One of the biggest challenges with scripted videos is not messing up. There are so many times where I'd get to the last couple of minutes of a video and mess up my words. One of the most quoted, cycle, and I want to hair. Oh man, I know I don't have the best track record for saying things. This one's hard. Depending on the sources, so try and keep management and coaching, anxiety support, and I'm sure the neighbors have heard some choice words when this happens. I could easily just do cuts in my videos like most YouTubers, but it really takes away from the professionalism and flow of the video. Every tiny little thing adds up when it comes to overall quality. Most of my videos are filmed in my living room. I have this black and white couch, which is symbolic of bipolar disorder. I use a Sony a7S II video camera and a 55mm Sony G-series lens for filming in 4K. I use a 3-point LED lighting system and a Rode professional wireless microphone. I've got about $10,000 invested in camera equipment for this project and for potential documentary-style videos in the future. Weekends are typically when I film. It takes me a couple of hours to get cleaned up, put on a dress shirt, set up all the lighting, camera gear, and sound. I'm lucky that I only film the top half of my body because I can get away with wearing sweatpants or shorts when I'm filming. Just funny little things that people don't ever see. On filming days, I can usually record about 3 videos before I start getting really tired. I try to record multiple videos at a time to maximize the time it takes just to get everything ready. Once the videos are recorded, another lengthy process begins the next day, the editing. Just the credits alone at the end of the video take a while because we have new people donating every week. I use Adobe After Effects for the rolling credits, and then once I'm done with the credits, I can import them into Adobe Premiere and start the actual editing process. It takes me about half a day to edit an average length video and about 2 hours to render and finalize it. I usually do this on Saturdays. The following day, I get the video ready for the channel. This includes uploading it to YouTube, designing custom thumbnails, writing a description, adding keywords, and scheduling it to go live. I'll even translate the title and description into 7 other languages using Google Translate so people in other countries might find my channel. Once a video goes live, I use the video description to turn it into an article on the Polar Warrior website. A link to the article is posted on Facebook and then boosted so I can reach a larger audience. Isn't that really something? Like I said, I don't just turn on the camera and start talking. Each video is a giant labor of love, and I'm not always up to the challenge. There's many weeks where my bipolar disorder or my chronic fatigue take over and progress stops. I used to be so hard on myself when this happened. There were plenty of times where I thought about stopping Polar Warriors, but that doesn't really happen anymore. Something this project has taught me is that motivation simply comes and goes. I know from experience that the way I feel will change, so I never make any major decisions when I don't feel well. It sucks when it takes me an entire day to write less than half a page of content. Sometimes I have to set things aside and patiently wait for my symptoms to subside. I'm still working on being okay with this. I do have this strange advantage, I guess if you want to call it, of being a rapid cycler. If I had type 2 bipolar disorder, my downtimes could last for many months. I guess I get these breaks or windows of time where I can work on content, and I've learned to take full advantage of those times. The last thing I want to mention is the accountability that the channel has provided in my life. It encourages me to constantly learn about bipolar disorder or to look deeper into things that I thought I knew a lot about. Knowledge and awareness have helped me almost as much as my medications have. You guys are all on this journey with me, and I've done a lot of the heavy lifting for you already. All you have to do is stop by the channel regularly and watch the videos. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts or any suggestions you have for the channel in the comments below. You guys have no idea how much the YouTube comments mean to me. It's a constant reminder that what I'm doing is worthwhile. It helps put things into perspective when I'm feeling down. Anyways, I love you all. Take care this week, and I'm always available through our Patreon community if you'd like to talk to me in person. We'll see you guys soon for another Polar Warrior video.